Hello. When people go back and forth on whether or not to leave their narcissist, or anybody for that matter, I think that a few things come into play. People worry about how am I going to be if I'm by myself? What does life have for me on the other side? What's it going to be like on the other side? It's the unknown. A lot of people don't like the unknown. So I'm here to let you know that there are 7 ways in which euphoria manifests itself when you leave the narcissist. It's not all doom and gloom and you're going to be sad and alone, and I don't want anyone feeling that way. And I'm not saying, like my last video said, you're not going to go out and meet your love of your life the day you break up with your narcissist. There might be some trials and tribulations and things you go through, some rocky roads and a little bit of being alone. But if you learn to embrace all of that, your life will turn around. I have 7 ways in which the euphoria manifests itself for me, and I will tell you about all of them because I want you to know what awaits you. I want you to know what awaits you. And even, I'm going to be alone. Okay, so since when is alone like the worst thing in the world? Okay. The first noticeable euphoric thing that I experienced was a peaceful night's sleep. If you're anything like me, then you allowed yourself to be kept up at night, arguing or working through things or painlessly talking to the narcissist for 3 hours, even though you're not going to get through. Or maybe your narcissist goes out almost every night, leaves you home with the kids or the house or whatever. Now he or she is going to come home. They're going to be drunk. You're going to get mad. Or even if that doesn't happen and you both go to bed, my narcissist used to wake me up every single night that he would be here. Every single time I would be woken up at 1 a.m., 4 a.m., and 7 a.m. Can you imagine? Now, people use that sleep deprivation, they use that to torture people. Yet he thought this was a great thing. He would wake me up, he would try to, whatever the case is, no one on earth is going to be complimented or overjoyed to be woken up every 3 hours. That is torture. And the only reason somebody does that is to maintain mind control over you and to keep you in a place that they want you. For me to go to bed now and sleep straight through the night if I want, or maybe my body wakes me up at 3 o'clock to go have a little tinkle. It's my tinkle. Nobody's waking me up, poking at me, trying to talk, fight, do whatever. Whatever the reason was, he'd come up with a reason to wake me up. 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. If we were out late, then maybe he'd skip 1 o'clock because we're going to bed at 1 o'clock. But guess what? He's waking me up at 4 and he's waking me up at 7. No regard for somebody getting an uninterrupted night's sleep or a night of rest or to be able to wake up naturally or when you need to get up, not necessarily because he's poking you to wake you up. It was cruel. It was unnecessary. And I am so glad to be not having that in my life anymore. Peaceful night's sleep, number 1. Number 2, quiet mornings. When was the last time you had a quiet morning? I get up in the morning, I make the coffee. I have 0 problems. It's just me and Minnie sipping our coffee. Well, not for you because she can't have coffee. Of course, dogs can't have coffee. But we're having our coffee. And I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I'm not worried about, have you ever done this? You lay in bed, you're about to wake up, and you think, oh, here we go. There's none of that feeling for me. I have quiet, nice mornings. Number 3, 0 phone debacles anymore. 0. Out of my life. So there's no more he's sitting over there on his phone, or you found something on his phone, or you know he's talking to somebody over there on his phone, or his phone is out of my life. It's not here. He's not here. The phone is out of my life. That phone brings us all so much fury and anger and pain that to get it completely out of your life is the best feeling in the world. Now, his phone is still in his life, and I'm sure aggravating his next person. Not my problem anymore. 0 phone problems now. None. Number 4, your nights out will genuinely be fun with no risk of blowing up now. Whether you would go out with your friends and the narcissist was home and he'd be dialing you, ruining your night out, or whether you went out with your narcissist and he blew up the night because you're out together. No more of that. You go out for a nice night out now. I know I'm in control of my nights out now. So I go out with a nice night, whether it's friends or family. I know it's going to be fun. I'm in control of my nights now. And he's not going to blow them up because he's not here. That is a completely euphoric thing that maybe you forgot. Maybe you've been with your narcissist so long that you forgot how much fun you can have just going out into the world by yourself with your people. Number 4. That's number 4. Number 5. No more angst when people will be around. So you got holidays and gatherings, and it was always a worry. How's he going to behave? What's he going to say that's inappropriate? What story is he going to tell? How much are they going to have to listen to? Is he going to flip out? All of that is wiped away. Clean. It doesn't exist in your life at all. It only exists in your life because they're bringing it into your life. That's something that doesn't exist in my life at all anymore. There's no one around me that ruins holidays and stuff. I don't allow people like that into my life. And if there were ever any people like that, whether it's friends, family members, whatever, I encourage you to get rid of them too. Because nobody needs to be brought down on special occasions like that. So that's number 5. Number 6, I no longer have to listen or endure the endless BS. No more. I'm done. The stories, the promises, the deals. Oh my God, there was always some deal that never ever goes down, by the way. Oh, I got a deal and this is happening over here and just wait till you see. Nothing ever comes to fruition. I'm so sick of hearing the stories and the deals and I got a meeting with this one. Always all over the place and nothing ever, ever, ever came to fruition. Not one thing. Not one thing ever came to fruition. There was not one successful story that turned into a successful outcome. Not one. It was all pipe dreams and meeting with this friend and they would, how do you say, like blow smoke into each other, up each other, whatever. That's what it would be. All empty, non-planned, non-business-like meetings, just off the cuff, and they all convince themselves they're going to get rich, and I'm done listening to any of that malarkey. That's gloriously relaxing and a bit of euphoria. Number 7, the overall powerful feeling of having my life back as my own. I cannot explain this enough. When you have given over your time and space and energy and effort to somebody who is, a blood-sucking vampire, they call them, because they do suck all of those things out of you and leave you feeling drained. They feed on us, right? So they take our energy and effort and time and all of that. When you alleviate that from your life and you have that powerful feeling of knowing that your life is now your own again, even if you're alone, but it's your life again. You can do whatever you want. You want to write a book, you want to go back to school, you want to, whatever it is, change jobs, move to a different state, anything you want to do, you can now do, in line with if you have children, of course. I'm not saying pick them up and move out of state. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, if there's anything ever that you thought of doing, this is the time. You've now reclaimed your life. It's yours again. It's not connected to another person. You make all the decisions. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. My ex narcissist is my husband. He's the father of my children. I have to consider him and consult him with decisions. Yes, with the kids. And no, I'm not saying move your kids away and all that. I'm not. Those are decisions that you need to. But for the most part, your life, what you do day in, day out, what you're spending your time on, what you're going after, what you're pursuing now is all you. And only you. There's nobody else. You're a grown person now. There's not your narcissist. There's not your parents. There's nothing. You want to have children guide you to make a better life for yourself? That's a wonderful kind of guidance and motivation you get from that kind of thing. But it's your life. I cannot tell you how wonderful it feels on the other side to have these 7 things happen. And it is euphoria. It really, really is. Let the torture stop and let your euphoria begin. And again, I'm not telling you to leave your narcissist. I am, however, trying to talk to the people who are teetering and you're worried. What is it going to look like? Just because you're alone doesn't mean it's not euphoria. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm alone. I'm not even dating. But I have euphoria every single day and night because my life is my own and I took the power back. So I encourage you to do the same and look at that and not be so worried. It could be glorious what's waiting for you. Glorious. Just think of the 7 things I mentioned, and I'm sure you have plenty on your own. And picture a life without the narcissist. My God, she's right. I guess I would sleep through the night. I guess I wouldn't fight. I don't know if he comes home drunk right now because he's not in my life. No idea. Don't know where he is. Don't know if he comes home drunk. Don't know if he's blowing up somebody else's holidays and gatherings. Don't know if he's waking up somebody else in the middle of the night, making their mornings into a fight, ruining coffee. I have no idea because it's not in my life. I took my life back. And I'm experiencing euphoria. He isn't, and neither is his new person. But I am, and so can you. So you just have to give that some thought and look around and see how you think that your life would be positively influenced without the narcissist in it. I think you'd be surprised. Okay, chin up.